And good evening and welcome to Millis Community Media's coverage of Mohawk Athletics. From the campus of Millis High School in Millis, Massachusetts, we bring you girls varsity soccer team as they play host to the Fontbonne Ducks. Alongside Madeline Yusa, I am Doug Coots, and we are high above the pitch here at Welsh Memorial Field. The Mohawks quickly down the field with a shot from Lindsay Gratton that is tipped wide by goalkeeper Charlene Vu. Shot and a goal! So the Mohawks just 51 seconds on my watch. They have scored off a corner kick. And it is 1-0. I haven't even got my score sheet arranged here and finished the monologue yet, and we are already on the scoreboard. 1-0 your Mohawks. Mohawks again threatening to our right. Another shot, this time knocked away. It is a beautiful October afternoon day here in Millis. 70 degrees according to my phone. Your Mohawks coming in at 4 wins, 2 losses, and a tie. Long corner kick, Gratton at that far post. Ball knocked around a bit, so out for another corner kick. Third one already in this young game. Mohawks a few weeks back. Oh, we'll hold off for the corner here. All thrown off for this monologue. Mohawks threatening again, rolled towards the goal. Shot and knocked wide. Ryan Barber with an opportunity there. Shots and corner kicks coming hot and heavy here at the start. Right into the mixer. Gratton trying to get some space for herself. It's on her left. She's challenged. Fong knocking it to the middle. The Ducks on their heels right now. Trickles into Charlene Vu, who was able to gather it in. Ball sent away by Abby Powers, handled by Maddie Steiner. Mohawks trying to build. Knocked forward by Izzy Jewett, out of balance. Throw in for the visitors. Camille Henry on the ball just across midfield. So perhaps an opportunity to finish off the monologue here. 70 degrees this early October Monday afternoon. Good crowd on hand. Mohawks played at Fontbonne a few weeks back and came away 3-1 victors. And looking to build on their record right now. Mohawks right now ranked number 6 in the MIA Power rankings. 4 wins, 2 losses, and a tie. Sent forward by Grattan. Knocked out of bounds by the Ducks. Got that pole shielding us in that one corner. Steiner battling forward out for a Fontbonne throw in. Grattan forward. Quickly thrown in, looking for Riley Caulfield. Powers back to Emily Steiner, and the Mohawks will build. Maddie Steiner coming forward. Pressure on here again. Crossed. Barbara is challenged, gets another bite at the apple. Shot is off the crossbar, stays in play, and it is knocked in. We have a whistle. Some sort of infraction in there as Riley Silva made an attempt to knock that one home. Possibly a little too much contact with keeper Vu.
Here we go, win this red.
Took a long, slow to develop that situation. Ducks try and work it out. Sent forward by Emma Powers and out of play. Mohawks striking first here in this one. Catching perhaps the announcer off guard, not our camera person today, but our announcer is certainly a bit off guard assembling the roster. Nice cross by Maddie Steiner is met by the Fontbonne defense. You can see the shadows on that right side. It does add a level of difficulty for your visually challenged announcer here today. Shot slash cross. Should stay in bounds over there. Well, shot is blocked. Already got 5 here. The game barely 5 minutes old. Emily Barry challenging for that one, but the Mohawks retake. Caulfield battling and possessing that. Mohawks able to pass back and forth there. Some good possession, but the Ducks come away. Plenty of Mohawks back in retreat. And it is Abby Powers nudging it along to Jewett, who finds an open Steiner, tries to continue the motivation forward. Tressa Murphy there had a momentarily shot just off target and out of play. Substitution opportunity as Sophia Duran in for the visitors for Lucy McMullen. Grounds crew perhaps working some miracles after Friday night's football game in a massive rainstorm. Some wear and tear, of course, on the middle and the sidelines, but all in all, not a bad surface for today's match. Mohawks right on that line there. Emily Steiner feeds Maddie Steiner. Just slipped that one right through. Out for a Millis throw in. Stewart will have another opportunity for a throw. Should probably just stay right there. Her third opportunity.
Let's go, Red. Get involved, Paul.
Turning it up is Murphy, sent forward to a streaking Mae McGrath, who is in alone. Perhaps a heavy touch, and Ella Marr comes off her line and clears that. Power is teaming with Groton to get it towards that right corner in the vicinity of Barber. She will get a throw taken quickly. Groton chipping it across far post, and Fong will knock it home. Scratch that. Riley Silva knocking that home, one touch, and the Mohawks have doubled their pleasure. Nice cross. Up and over everyone and falling to that far post and knocked home on the first time on the volley. 2-0 Mohawks. Natasha coming in for Fiscarello. Not an easy ball to knock home there, especially with the sun involved in the mix. Just got to get your foot on it and direct it into the goal, and Silva did just that. Mohawks off and running, and a shot and another goal. This time it's Groton. Nice left-footed shot there. And it is 3-0. Mohawk substitutions. It is Riley Sullivan and Jess Kramer into the ball game, also along with Haley Bassett. In for Groton, Emma Powers, and Barber. Mohawks with a quick 3-0 advantage. Sofia Guarino into the game for the Ducks. She replaces Bridget Ryan. Fong wins that one. To the sun and chased down by Regan Sullivan. She tries that right side. Harassed by Riley Sullivan and knocked off of a webbed duck foot there. Mohawks return it back. Substitution opposite Ryan back into the game for Camille Henry. Powers with a long throw. Good passing by the Mohawks. Coming through was Caulfield. Her shot just wide of Vu's frame. There's been a lot of action at this right side. Nice header by Caulfield to Bassett, and she shoots and she scores. So Caulfield won the header off the goal kick, and Bassett deposits it into the back of the net. Lynette Victoria in for your Mohawks, for Reagan Sullivan. Mohawks have come out firing here. Kate McLean and Isabella Fernald into the game for the visitors, and for your Mohawks it is Reagan McMahon into the ball game for Riley Silva. Some pressure here by the Ducks. Mohawks unable to clear, still kept in. McLean trying to get it towards the goal. Mohawks work it out. It's McMahon. Nice touch to Bassett. Stops and turns, finds a streaking Kramer. Challenging the defender down that right side. Well defended though by Fingian. Tried to get the ball across, but it is into the arms of Vu. Kept in by Steiner. Her cross. McMahon got ahead to it as Sullivan was streaking behind, out for a goal kick, and into the game is Sydney O'Toole. For Maddie Steiner. Shot and a save. Nice punt, nearly to cross the midfield stripe. Bassett able to head that forward. McMahon challenging. Mohawks coming forward again. McMahon cutting to her right. Looking for an opportunity, looking for Bassett. Bounding around. At some point we will take a stab at Natasha's last name. It's not going to be right now though, Madeline, I can tell you that. Did work up a little announcer's courage to give that one a go. Fifth corner kick for your Mohawks. Jess Kramer over the ball on that far corner. And right into the mixers, and a shot by Caulfield just over the crossbar, both crossbars as it would, as Marissa Hairline comes in for your Mohawks. Still coming forward down this right side. It is kind of nice when they are right in front of us here, Madeline. You can see the numbers a little clearly when the ponytails wave to the side. Fong possessing to Jewett. Gets around McLean, sends it forward. Out of balance. Brings that pole into play. Nice strong throw in right towards Vu's goal. She will grab it. She can't score directly from a throw in, but if it deflects off any player, opponents included, and goes into the net, then it counts. Get a quick lesson right there. Mohawks retreat. Just about halfway through here. 20 down, 20 to go here. Magical midway point. Mohawks came out shooting early and often in this one. Getting word it was Brienne Barber that struck first for the Mohawks in under a minute. So as I was gathering things, apologies to her and her fans. The 18 and 10 does look alike. So as we were getting our bearings up here, the Mohawks had scored. Bassett nudging it forward. One-time effort by Caulfield. The ball, I had assumed it had rolled out apparently, but now it is out. So I have Barber in the first, Silva in the 8th, Grattan in the 9th, and Bassett in the 18th. So 4-0 for your Mohawks. It was early in the match when goalkeeper Ella Maher came out to challenge a breakaway, clear breakaway, as one of the Ducks was streaking in from midfield, took a heavy touch, and Maher, ever alert, came well out of her penalty area to clear the ball and spark the Mohawks to get a couple more goals to get some breathing room here. And it is subs here, Regan Sullivan and Camille Henry into the game for the visitors. Natasha coming out, and it is Sofia Guarino also coming out of the ball game. We'll reserve the right to give Natasha's name a go in the certainly by the second half, we'll say. So it is Grattan stepping on for Emily Steiner. That will slide Olivia Fong to the back line. The Mohawks taking this opportunity to shuffle players in. They're right back at it tomorrow. It's again a wonderful evening of weather, sunny and 70 at kickoff. Trouble here for the Ducks. Kramer just not able to knock it home herself. Pass back for O'Toole to try her hand, or her foot as it were. And it is over the end line. Clock shows 17 to go here. Tool to the middle.
Good job, Sully.
Ducks able to come away with that one. A clean forward, perhaps reaching for Fernald. Mohawks turned it right back around. Sweeper playing a deep line. Keeping the Mohawks onside there. Murphy is disrupted, sent forward. It's a good hard throw into the midfield. McMahon with a shot and a save. Fought for it and got her foot on it. But Vu was wise to that one. Good effort to get a solid foot on that. Fong coming forward. Mohawks working the ball, Grattan and Fong. Some nice possession here. Grattan quickly inbounds to Hairline. Coming forward. The shot ends up wide of the net. Nice grouping of substitution there by the Ducks. It is Lucy McMullen, Ilaria Viscarello, and Emily Barry, 17, 18, and 19 on your score sheet, and mine as well. So right in numerical order, easy to find. We think Fontbonne for that one. Concession stand is open tonight. Millis Boosters. Some refreshment and some snacks for those in attendance here. Boosters, good group supporting all of the Mohawk sports. Always looking for new members. Coming off a big weekend of events on the heels of homecoming, sponsoring a 5K and the first, what they hope to be a semi-annual golf tournament. Thank everyone for their support in that, and keep an eye out for those events in the future and what's coming up in the fall and winter. Lots of good stuff as they raise funds for all the athletes here in Millis. Bassett with the steal, shot. Vo coming out, and she will claim that. Was deflected, so slowed it up. She had to come off well off her line to cradle that one. Mohawks right back, slicing right up the middle. Good battle and won by Kramer. Nudges it forward for Grattan. Cross to the far side, looking and finding Hairline. Man disrupted, fights for it, wins it. And draws a foul. Dangerous spot about 30 yards out, right in the middle of the field. So I would say this is well within range to have a go at the goal. Fontbonne with they have a 3-person wall. Might be within the 10 yards. pushed back just a little bit. They gather themselves together. And the effort from Caulfield is up and over everything for a goal kick. So the Ducks working down the lineup. 16 Maeve McGrath coming into the game, placing Kate McLean. About 10 minutes left here. A lot of stoppages for the goals. We'll see where today's officials land as far as extending the match. Cross to her line, and she can't get it on frame. And it is Emma Powers and Riley Silva checking into the game for your Mohawks, replacing Caulfield and Hairline. Ooh, a left-footed effort there by Jewett. Nicely played. Bassett trying to win that one, knocked away by Fontbonne defense. Pressure remains. Bassett to Fong. Gets back to Bassett by way of O'Toole. Kept in nicely by Grattan. Bassett, her foot shot wide. Just slicing away from Vu's cage. Her line back into the game for Riley Sullivan. Mohawks just keeping the pressure on this right side. Shadows quickly filling in, just about covering the entire half of the field now. I'm sure the fans and ball persons on the other side will be appreciative if it nudges itself just a little more. That ball will trickle towards Vu's goal, and she handles that one. She's been busy. I've got her notched for 6 saves. Can't give that one a save. Technically not a shot when it comes off of a throw-in. Scoreboard showing 7 remaining. Let's see how close we are today. A source of pride. Colleen McGrath into the game for the visitors. Got the Aqua Sharpie going for this first half. Important info for our viewers. Good run here and shot and save. And the Ducks come forward. Streaking down the sideline is McGrath, but Fong is wise to it. Disrupts and distributes to O'Toole, and the Mohawks work it out for the time being. Stolen by Barry, but Silva takes it away and sends it further up the pitch. Natasha into the game for the Ducks. Natasha Kenje-Fuesa. And she is quickly to work, is Kenje-Fuesa with a throw in. Mohawks dispossess. Best I can do on that one, Madeline. We'll see.
Good job. No turn, no turn. Go, Jess.
Kramer to the middle, nudge forward and on net by Emma Powers, but Vo getting her right paw on that one. Using the webbed foot there. Fong dispossessing that one. Clock continues to count it down. And it is Kenje-Fuesa disrupting that one. We're all over that one all of a sudden. Cross, Bassett coming through, nudges it forward. McGrath dispossessing, but not far enough. Jewett's coming forward, shot is blocked. Silva, her shot is blocked. McMahon back to Silva. Kenje-Fuesa sends it out of bounds. Mohawks quickly thrown in to Bassett. Forward to an open Grattan, who just leans back and puts that up and through the uprights for a goal kick. Isabella Fernald and Bridget Ryan into the game for the visitors. Far corner is the last of the half of the field in the sunlight on this right side. As the shadows start to creep, that's the one bad thing about fall soccer, of course. Sun setting so much earlier. Good left-footed cross gets to the Mohawks. McMahon on her foot. She shoots. It is save, a shot labeled for the top corner. Vo rising to the occasion, literally getting our hands to it and just keeping it out. What a bid there. So final 2 minutes on the scoreboard here. My watch was probably not accurate.
Good pressure, Lynn.
On a 4-0 game, it's probably under 10 seconds to go. Oh, it is well under 10 seconds. It is time to go. So we've reached halftime from Millis, where your score is your Mohawks 4. The Ducks of Fontbonne 0. And welcome back to Millis Community Media's coverage of Mohawk athletics. Players have entered the field and the officials have signaled that the second half may commence. We thank you for watching our production today on our various media platforms. Appreciate your patronage. Alongside Madeline Usna, Doug Coots here, and we are high above the pitch here at Welch Memorial Field. An unseasonably warm fall afternoon. Temperature has dropped to 68 from a starting kickoff time and temperature of 70 degrees. Yeah, we are situated on the leeward side of the press box, so we are in the shade. You can see that the lowering sun has created a lot more shade covering the field than we had at the beginning of the game. In fact, really just that midfield stripe and a bit to our left here in the Mohawks attacking right wing area. It's been all Mohawks here right from the get-go, literally. And they're on the attack here again. Maddie Steiner on her right. Shot is wide. Mohawks struck early and often in this one. It was Barber in the first minute, Silva in the 8th, Groton in the 9th, and Bassett in the 18th for a 4-0 score line that stands to this point. Just underway this second half, 2 minutes into the game. Whistle. Difficult part so far away from both officials. Probably doesn't make that much difference to push them back 5 yards here. I have the Mohawks for 25 shots in that first half. Fontbonne attacking to our right here. There's a shot and a save. Trying to organize my stats here. I have Mohawks for 25 shots. 8 saves by netminder Charlene Vu of the Ducks. 1 foul apiece in that first half. 5 corner kicks for the Mohawks. They were able to score off 2 of them. Ducks pressing here into Mohawk territory. Try to work it out. Touched last by Bridget Ryan and shielded out by Silva. Abby Powers with a long throw right to the feet of Silva. Tries to get it to Groton in the middle. Turned away. Powers holding her ground. Gets dispossessed by a second Duck. Maeve McGrath still coming forward and turned away. Fontbonne has come out with some danger here in the first. Mohawks back the other way. May roll into the gully and accelerate out of bounds, and it does. A lot of contact there. Get in that spot furthest from observation. Mohawks come forward nonetheless. Cut to the right and a shot here. Cut to the left and a shot possibly, and it is, and it's a goal. Ryan Barber had the defender on her heels. I thought she was setting up for the touch to the right and shot. Instead, she touched to the left and drilled it home. Mohawks striking first here in the second, extending their cushion to 5. And the Mohawks are in again. Looks like Barber again. And we have a timeout. So timeout on the field here, about 6 minutes into this half. It is Young Mohawks by 6. So the players coming back onto the pitch after a timeout. It is the Mohawks with a couple of quick strikes in the 5th and 6th minute of this second half. At a time when the pressure seemed to be on the Mohawk defense. Millis comes forward and pounds 2 into the Fontbonne net. Missed out on the mention that Kenji Fuesa is into the game for the Ducks. It's gone from the announcers dreading the name to possibly favorite rolling off the tongue. Abby Powers knocking that forward. Silva stepping around a defender, finding Grattan. Possible chance here for the Ducks, 3-on-2 if they hurry. Fawn comes forward to press the ball. She ends up going to ground. No whistle forthcoming. So with Fawn out of the way, both Ducks were in an offside position. Important information upcoming here for our listeners and viewers is we have switched to the maroon/magenta Sharpie, as it were, for the second half, retiring the cyan or aqua Sharpie that served us well. Very busy in that first half, but nonetheless we have exchanged to the magenta. Powers keeping it in, shielding off a defender and absorbing a little too much contact from Barry. Fontbonne does not want to go quietly here, so Silva battling with Kenji Fuesa. And it is mass substitutions. Regan McMahon and Riley Sullivan, along with Jess Kramer and Sydney O'Toole, into the game for your Mohawks. Almost couldn't read my own handwriting, which is not unusual. Though it becomes an occupational hazard when I'm trying to read then articulate it. Fontbonne again crossed midfield into Mohawk territory. Fong with it, sliding it through, tried to connect with Emma Powers. She battles for it, comes back for it, player to ground, wins the throw in. Your line into the game for your Mohawks. Kenji Fuesa dispossessed by Silva. Good battle down this left side. Always enjoy when the battle is right in front of us too, Madeline. That time we will get a foul. Sent away and out for a throw. Quickly thrown in by Finnegan. Nice play by Barry. Just dispossessed by Fong. Kate McLean and Sophia Duran in for the visitors. O'Toole playing it back for Fong. Got a good angle on that one, so Sullivan battling for it, dispossessed, but rescued by Maddie Steiner. Back to Sullivan, and it just rolls out of play. And it's that last nugget of sunshine right at the midfield stripe. My phone is still showing, oh, it just flipped to 67. Feels a little cooler in the shade, but we will take it. It is a shorts and short sleeve shirt kind of day, that is for sure. Celebrity sighting Mark and Christian Quinzani in the house tonight, enjoying the match from just below our perch here at the 50-yard line. They got center pitch seats, great supporters of Mohawk athletics. And they are in the house, certainly Millis celebrities. So I have the Snack Shack is open and available. This doesn't help any of our viewers who will be watching this pseudo live after the fact, but Snack Shack is open for most events here, football, girls soccer. So quench your thirst or ease some hunger pains. Good way to support your Mohawks. Snack Shack, of course, run by the Millis Boosters Club, a wonderful group of parents that are here to support all Mohawk sports. Great group. They do meet monthly, but in an informal group, anytime anyone, always looking for new members, anytime anyone wants to chip in and help. Had a great weekend of fundraisers, 5K and the first annual golf tournament. Silva and Kenji Fuesa, won by Silva. Look forward to what the boosters have upcoming in the fall and winter. Well, there's usually a turkey shoot in the mix. All sorts of happenings. Jewett coming forward. Got a little feisty and testy on this near side that last foray of challenges. Sofia Guarino in for the visitors while Emma Powers checks in for your Mohawks. Of course, the scoreboard here, one of several items donated by the Millis Boosters, as it presides over Welsh Memorial Field. Browns crew doing a great job after Friday night's wet football game. The Mohawks were able to come from behind and grab a win 7-6. Of course, the grill comes out at the Snack Shack for those games. Hot dogs and ham cheeseburgers. Pretzels, popcorn. It's starting to make me hungry right now. Just thinking about it. Powers with a pullback move on Kenji Fuesa. Gets it back, far side. Powers with the cross. That time it was Kenji Fuesa getting the better of the battle down that left side. Into the game is Haley Bassett along with Camille Henry. Appreciative of the ball people that are here today, doing a great job. A little too much contact there. Bassett will return to sender there. Good use of her head. Taken over by Maddie Steiner, and then Mohawks come forward. Disrupted and sent the other way, deep into Mohawk territory. Ball is grabbed by the Ducks and thrown in. Not sure it was theirs for the taking. Seems to work itself out though. Flipping midfielders here. Caroline has been battling with Emily Barry, so perhaps best to get those two separated. Nothing nefarious, but no need tempting fate there. McMahon keeps it in. Both teams subbing liberally here. Reagan Sullivan into the game for the visitors. Nice throw-in by Murphy, but it is returned back by Abby Powers. Nicely poked forward to Bassett, and streaking, looking for the return as Kramer instead comes back to hairline. Out of bounds, so Mohawks retain. I have crossed that magical point on my watch. 20 down, 20 to go. A lot of variables though this half. Got the 2 goals, got the timeout. Do have a 6-0 score line. Always. The Ducks grabbed a ball from the ball person, but the other ball had not crossed the line yet. It was still in touch, so far from our vantage point, of course. No longer in the sun over there. Powers driving towards goal. Her shot, looking for far post. It is up and over and out of bounds. Riley Silva into the game for your Mohawks. Hustling to the table is Lucy McMullen. Gonna hold her off till the next opportunity. And that opportunity comes now. So got a visitor up here. The Grasshopper has joined my clipboard, drink, and washcloth. It's dangerously close to my foot, the area where I rest my foot. I would hate for something to happen accidentally up here. Go along, my fella. There he goes. Perhaps enjoying the match from our perch high above Welch and the commentary. We appreciate the patronage of all types and kinds that are willing to listen. I don't know if that counts as a view though, Madeline, if we have a grasshopper tuning in. They need a ruling from the FCC. Could count as 3 times with the amount of legs, perhaps. Play continues on that far side. So it is Ryan Barber waiting to check in, and she is granted admission to the match. Return to the match. I hope the Grasshopper's not upset about being evicted. Perhaps off to get his friends and come back. We'll stand guard for that. I have spotted him resting family a few rows down. We appreciate the viewership of all creatures. Mohawks on the ball. And laying it back to O'Toole. Time and space. As we mentioned earlier, Mohawks sitting at number 6 in the MIAA rankings. So as we enter October here, teams starting to jockey for position for seeding in the postseason tournament. Every win counts. Every game counts. So sent forward towards the goal of LMR. Tressa Murphy, and I am gonna notch that as a shot. It was right on goal. Shot and a save, second of each this half. Was from distance, but nonetheless right on target. Bassett coming forward. Massive players waiting to check in for the Ducks. Powers will deny that attack, ends up sliding towards the sideline and out, and we will get the substitution. Sad to see Kenji Fuesa step off the pitch, but entering the game is Colleen McGrath alongside Sophia Duran, Bridget Ryan, Maeve McGrath, and Emily Barry. Sorry about that. This time the visitor's not obliging with a numerical order of players to help out your announcer, but that's okay. We got it. Bassett fighting off a defender. Good turn. Mohawks building something here. Right in the vicinity of the official, got right involved in the play, up close and personal. It is out for a throw-in as just Kramer into the match for your Mohawks. Confused as to something, perhaps who's coming out. As it is Riley Silva that will step off the pitch. Time sort of stood still there. All the pressure of everyone's eyes on you. Powers will nudge that out of bounds to break up that attack. Dog barking off in the distance. It's very loud. I don't have a visual on. animal. Perhaps he also watching tonight's broadcast. Maybe corroborating with that grasshopper. Bassett on the ball, forward to Emma Powers. McMahon shielding a defender, choosing to possess. Trouble here, Powers is forward. Cleared by O'Toole right into the stomach of McGrath. She's okay and gets a rallying cry from the visiting bench as they go wild at the toughness there. That could not have felt good. It's from point blank range, but she just shrugged it off. Perhaps a brine impression later on, but for now, the adoration of the Duck faithful on the bench. Certainly appreciating the action down this left wing here, close to our vantage point. Powers cutting it back, stops, pops, looks, crosses. Mohawks retain possession. Down to a feels like temperature of 65. Ducks coming forward here, chance. O'Toole disrupting a little bit. Powers and Powers both back. Might have had opportunity for a long distance chance there. Shot from Henry, and Marr had to be wise to it. Third shot, but third save. Lots of stats on my sheet, but Marr's sheet is clean. I'm showing 9.5 to go. Trouble there on that clearance. Emma Powers covering the field from 80 yards in one direction. Now on offense. Good turn by Barber. Push towards goal by Hillines, intercepted. Ducks coming forward, but that progress is disrupted and put to an end by Jess Kramer. Abby Powers harassed by two, but still gets it forward, looks for a return. Instead, it goes to McMahon. One touch down the line back to Barber. Opportunity here for the Ducks to come forward. Some space on that right side, denied by O'Toole. And Abby Powers snuffs out the rest of that attack as Riley Silva re-enters the match along with Ilaria Viscarello. Lynette Victoria stepping off for the visitors. Kept in nicely. Colleen McGrath just continuing to collect accolades on that sideline. First with the clearing block, and now with a really nifty play to keep that ball in bounds. Seven to go here from Welch. Mohawks in control, looking to steer this one into the win column. Looking for their fifth win on the season against two losses and a tie. Kept in and sent down the field by McGrath. This time she doesn't have to sacrifice her body to block that clearance from Powers. McGrath back on it. Visiting number 9 is just all over in the mix for everything right now. I think we can safely say that the shadows have covered the field. I'm about to say entirely, though. There is a patch between the trees at the top of the penalty area to our left, just in the screen right now. And the game starts out at a sunny 70. Slight breeze has picked up a little bit, and the shade makes it seem a little chillier, but we'll take it, especially given the weekend weather we had with the rain. Powers working with Kramer to McMahon to Silva. Battles for a throw and aside. And foul is sanctioned. Barry has not shied away from contact. Again, nothing nefarious. Ducked under 5 minutes here. I've got 4 actually. Now comes the exciting part when we try to see how close we are to the actual time remaining. 2 goals warranting a clock stoppage plus a timeout. Chance here for the Ducks. A shot sails wide. McGrath bidding to get the Ducks on the board. So Mara with a goal kick. I believe that might be the first one. Not a statistic I keep, but possibly her first As Fontbonne putting the pressure on here in a bid to get on the board. See what comes of this trip down the left wing. Time is a factor. Our near side official is looking at his watch. Seems satisfied there is enough to continue. I've got it around 2 minutes. Power is setting that one aside. Excited to see Kenji Fuesa back at the scorer's table, ready to check in and granted access to the match. She replaces Emmy Finnegan. McMahon knocks that one away, and that could put an end to that threat as the Mohawks possess and come forward. Stolen by McGrath. A crowd fave for sure. McMahon pressuring that. It goes out of bounds for a throw. We'll keep an eye on our near side official as he is the timekeeper of record. Doesn't appear to be in any hurry to recheck his watch. Kenji Fuesa on that, challenged by McMahon. And contrary to that last statement, he is in a hurry and we have reached full time. So the final whistle sounds here from Millis. We thank you for watching Millis Community Media's coverage of Mohawk Athletics, where the girls varsity soccer team has claimed a 6-0 victory over the Fontbonne Ducks. Thank you to all the fine men and women back at the studio. Thank you to the administrators here for allowing us to be here and have the field in such excellent shape. And thank you for watching on many of our platforms, for watching and supporting Mohawk Athletics. Once again, the final score here from Welch Memorial Field in Millis. It is your Mohawks 6, the Fontbonne Ducks 0. Alongside Madeline Eusta, I'm Doug Coots. Thank you and good night.